star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got Malik Beasley. Wendell Carter is up there with Wagner. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Towns in at the 5. Deep 2 from Wagner. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Such a good mix of moves. Getting in his bag, Franz Wagner, on the pull-up jumper.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Thanks, Kevin. I talked to him about his strategy facing this team. He said those guys block a lot of shots and they try to intimidate you. We have to be prepared mentally to stay aggressive even when they send a few back our way. Guys?
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
It's about playing to your strengths. You know what your identity is. Get to that aspect.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now here's Dosunmu. Towns a screen on Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Hayward against Beasley. Porzingis inside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Isaac. Towns sets the pick for Beasley. The dish to Towns. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Van Vliet attacking. And the rejection by Towns.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Wagner passes to Carter. And the layup's good off the glass.
A 7'5" wingspan and outstanding touch. Carter Jr. makes that look easy against the contest.
Van Vliet kicks to Tatum. And there's the pass to Hayward. And no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Tatum against Wagner. Right side Towns. Over Porzingis. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Isaac, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tatum. Fournier's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Barton subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Anthony. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Barton against Anthony. Passes it to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Williams inside. Isaac on him. Williams finds Wagner. Back to Williams. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Markkanen.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Noel's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Finney-Smith, and that one drops for him. The IGA they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Wagner kicks to Anthony. For the three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Taken away by Anthony. Wagner outside. Latrey. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Wagner's got 5 now.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Noel. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Look, he might have a wiry frame, but Nerlens Noel has deceptive strength. Makes the D look helpless there.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Wagner. Six to shoot. Barton against Anthony. That 3 off the mark. Here's Finney-Smith. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. Live from the... Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Cole Anthony. Towns is out there with Carter. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball. I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And the Spurs making a change here. Isaac's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Cole Anthony.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
To the paint, Porzingis with the steal. Isaac kicks to Van Vliet. To the middle. Hayward against Beasley. Here's Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Isaac's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Dosunmu, the pass to Towns. He dishes it to Beasley. And there's the drive. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That play right there is about tenacity. Malik Beasley, a scorer at heart. He wants to go get an N1.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
Beasley for 3.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
Here's Isaac. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Porzingis. Here's Towns. No good on the shot. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Isaac. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Isaac's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beasley for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, he saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Noel's checked in for Porzingis. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Isaac. Fournier is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's DeLon Wright in for Fred Van Vliet. Noel finds Markkanen. He gets that one. Markkanen's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Beasley. Here's Dosunmu. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Fournier dishes to Markkanen. Hits it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 7 points. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Fournier against Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. Misses off the right iron. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Beasley. That shot missing. Nice D from Fournier. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And Wright kicks to Tatum. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for San Antonio. Martin comes in for DeLon Wright. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Fournier pass to Barton. Here's Anthony. And slam dunk by Anthony.
Well, you love the instincts. Jumps right over that steal. The quickness defensively by Malik is nice.
Here's Finney-Smith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Wagner. 5 points in the game. Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. That will count. That one misses. The clock runs out, and we're heading to head. Thanks for the great interview, David.
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive.
And now, the moment we've all... And that about wraps it up.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Hayward out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And there's Porzingis. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Wagner over to help. Count it. Isaac's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this is an area that Jonathan Isaac continues to work on. Key is being aggressive and finish.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul. Cavaliers substitution.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Spurs leading by 3. Now the pass to Hayward. Over Beasley. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cavaliers
They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half, and the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Spurs making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Here's Dosunmu. They get it again. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Anthony's checked in for Dosunmu. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Carter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And, Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Well, I love Gordon Hayward's tenacity in the low post. This guy's energy earns him a trip to the stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Hayward. So he gets them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Anthony drawing the double team. Towns the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Van Vliet finds Hayward. Porzingis trying to get free, and Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Towns down low. Good by Porzingis. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points with the Towns. That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Out to Hayward. And Hayward, the stuff.
The difference in confidence level from when Gordon Hayward entered the league to now, I get the sense he feels he can go at anyone, anytime he wants.
Anthony, the pass to Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Van Vliet kicks to Markkanen. Back to Van Vliet. Hayward outside. 5 on the clock. The 3. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Hayward. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Anthony dishes to Beasley. Over Hayward. The Cavaliers again can't hit. San Antonio leading by 5. Right side Markkanen. Passes it to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, when healthy, do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
You know what, Kevin, I absolutely do. Porzingis very capable nightly of giving you 20 and 10. And at 7'3", because he can space up and make jump shots, he is always valuable. The key to me is 2 things. Stay healthy and make sure you're locked in defensively. He can be a great shot blocker. I think he needs to lock in there.
Williams, a screen on Fournier. Back to Williams. Noel against Beasley. Rebounded by the Spurs. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Pass basket, good. Noel's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Anthony against Fournier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Evan Fournier. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Spurs?
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
You know what else has been important is they've been focused and they have gotten themselves to the line, made their free throws, doing all the little things.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Isaac's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Fournier. Wagner passes to Anthony. Williams, a screen on VanVleet. Outside Williams, fires for 3. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
You love it when a point guard is eager to reward open men, and Cole Anthony delivering the ball on time and on target.
Barton dishes to Noel. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
It's Barton on the wing. Pass to Noel. It's tipped. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. 5 seconds left in the third. Just 3 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's San Antonio. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his...
Everybody got to rotate.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Cavaliers trail by 6, and it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He's calling it a high ankle sprain, and he told me that he's currently in extreme pain. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Cole Anthony. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Porzingis is checked in for Markkanen.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Feeds to Anthony. Carter outside. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Wagner against Tatum. Kicks it out to Beasley. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. George, I'm looking at these numbers for Malik Beasley. He never turns the ball over.
You're right, Kev. This is normally one of the players always amongst the best in terms of turnover percentage. And you love that about Malik. Why? Because he can score the basketball without making mistakes. The offensive game is based on efficiency.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Jason Tatum's committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
Towns up top, headed by Porzingis. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Barton. Second shot opportunity, and Carter lays it up and in.
Boy, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
Hayward, left side. The pass to Finney-Smith. He kicks to Tatum. Porzingis inside. Anthony on him. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You know, with his size and his length, you know that Porzingis is going to be a factor on the boards whenever he's on the floor.
That free throw good from Porzingis. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Barton kicks to Hayward. And the rejection by Towns. And they get it back. Finney-Smith passes to Hayward. That's good again. His seventh basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Wagner against Tatum. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Wagner.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. Jason Tatum under duress. Big moment, no problem.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. Over Tatum. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Tatum, Beasley with the steal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. The 3 from Anthony. The rebound by the Spurs. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Hayward. And the rejection by Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Let's hear it for the Spurs with Wojnarowski.
San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Fournier. The shot's good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Wow. Evan Fournier, calm in the face of the storm. Big-time shot.
Pass to Towns, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Spurs leading by 5. 1:22 left to play here in the 4th. Van Vliet passes to Fournier, taken away by Anthony. Crosses over, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Cole Anthony's been around the game a long time, folks. Don't think he doesn't relish these opportunities.
Anthony against Van Vliet to the left side wing. Markkanen passes to Van Vliet. Good!
Fred VanVleet does this consistently. Big time moment, he's ready to beat it, guys.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're down by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Spurs. Wagner outside from deep. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Wright. And he commits the intentional foul.
Cole Anthony. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
T-shirts to the loudest section. Get out! And now the ball from your Spurs, Jonathan Isaac.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 7. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's Fournier on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fournier's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our party.
Body that truly understand you. I'm on your side.